Not much. So, of course, in the beginning stage, we don't have that kind of taste. If you're in the advanced stage, that's bad taste. But we don't have such taste, therefore we're advised, be careful. Beautiful young girls. But by chanting Hare Krishna, by serving Krishna, by hearing about Krishna, by association with devotees, that taste will grow. Yeah. So that even the ordinary standard devotees, they stay engaged in the service of Krishna. Maya doesn't capture it. Or sometimes even if Maya captures a devotee, then after thinks later, what is this? What have I done? What am I getting? What is this? And he goes back. That's stated in the first canto. Even due to immaturity, a devotee sometimes falls down. You can't forget the devotee of Krishna because the taste is there. He's the one you can't enjoy it like a karma again. His whole material life is spoiled. Because he's got that experience of higher mind. Therefore, Prabhupada, in such a sutra, Prabhupada put the whole thing, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. If you're chanting Hare Krishna and you're happy, then what will Maya do?
Maharaj, thank you for the class. You mentioned that the ironic tearing apart of their own country by Lord Singh offers a blessing for all of us, if I understood what you said, and also
Blessing for him too.
Blessing for him. And often when we look carefully at these great leelas, we see deep layers of irony. And in the discussion around the moon landing, 9/11, and the 7/7, and this continuum of hoaxing, where is the irony for the Vaishnava? Because we see oftentimes discussing these things polarizes a mindset where someone will think, oh, it's too depressing, and others will get excited because of the irony. Could you correct me if I'm wrong or elucidate on that?
Of course, we're in search of Krishna, not in search of irony.
Obviously. But the irony helps us with our faith. At least it does me.
Well, if you're looking for irony, I'm sure you'll find plenty of it. The irony. How would you define irony?
Well, in relation to your discussion, and specifically with Irani Kashipu, we look at the surface and we see a picture that is A plus B equals C. And irony would yield much more information and much more illumination, because we got to see that whoever was perpetrating that had a sense of humor.
Yeah, usually irony involves a reversal. You thought it was one thing, but it's something else. Or you tried for one thing and you got the opposite.
In relation to the moon hoax, you saw that when Prabhupada said that, some devotees actually left because they couldn't see what Prabhupada was saying. Well, they had less faith or what have you. But I'm wondering how we can assimilate these things, such as these hoaxes, which are actually scary.
How we can simulate them? Assimilate them. Well, you can either assimilate them or ignore them. It's really up to you. The devotee sees everything in relationship to Krishna. So take 7/7 or 9/11 or very similar. Myth. You can take several approaches to it, according to your mood, the time of day, your mentality. You can say that's all a waste of time. I don't care about it. Just material energy and its endless permutations. There's always politics going on. There's always some hoax. These are the Romeo. I mean, hoaxes, conspiracy theories. What is that horse? Look at that big horse that they've landed on that they've left here lying on the shore. It's a hoax. Damn thing was full of soldiers. And so it goes back to that far, hoaxes and tricks, and woods are full of, its history is full of all sorts of things. So the devotee looks and says, another one, politics is endless. There's just Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Doesn't have to get involved. From another point of view, he looks at it and says, Asagri Molagri Asagrahan Pravartate Shujivata. In case I didn't read the 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita carefully enough, the divine and demonic natures, in case I thought it was some sort of exaggeration. Now I can see the whole of a brilliant example of what demons will do. Prabhupada said, for sense gratification, they'll do anything. For sense gratification, they'll do anything. So if you want a brilliant illustration of 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, divine and demonic natures, or the activities of Kali, or any of this other stuff described in Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, regarding the demonic activities, well, it's there also. If you want evidence of the tendency to fall into illusion, it's there also. Because in America, 1 out of 3 people think that the government itself, the American government itself, was involved in undertaking the 9/11 disasters. That means either 2 out of 3 Americans is totally an illusion, or 1 out of 3 Americans is totally an illusion, or from our point of view, 3 out of 3 Americans is totally an illusion. There's all sorts of lessons from the material world. You can take them this way and that way. You don't want to get into the politics of it. Death can come at any moment. You're just going off to your office and doing some work, and boom, next thing they've blown the building out from under you. You don't have to get into, who is the conspirator. Ultimately, it's Krishna's business. He's destroying everything. Kalos Miloka Kshetra. Doesn't matter whether the Americans blew me up, or the Afghanis, or the Iraqis, or Al-Qaeda, or anybody. Finally, I'm going to get blown up one way or the other. You're too sorry for us, try. There's so many things. The devotee, everything illustrates what Krishna says. And for a non-devotee, he can't get it. Why they get bewildered? They think that they're getting to the bottom of things because they're uncovering, how the government did this and the government said that, but really it was this, and then caught them lying, caught them cheating, we're getting closer, we're getting to the bottom. But they go on, and then time is up, their life is over, and where are they? So they thought they were getting to the bottom of the cheating, but they got cheated by money. They have no solution. Suppose if we overturn this demonic government, what are we going to do? We're going to make our next own demonic government. Because we don't know the purpose of life. So a devotee sees everything in relationship to Krishna, and he has a lot of options about which way to see it in relationship to Krishna. Okay.